Okay, there it is. Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome to the weekend. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of tips on how to use AI to maximize your performance, to make use of all the new features and functions that are coming out, and to save you some time and mental space. That's really what I use it for. I use it to save me mental space. The more that I can have AI do for me, then it frees up my mind and I can focus on more important things. So, the first thing is I want you to, whether you're using ChatGPT, whether you're using Claude, whatever tool you're using, I want you to go into your applications folder and take a copy of that application and paste that as a shortcut into your startup folder. Now, I'm a Windows guy, so I'm talking about Windows laptops and machines. If you're a Mac, it's similar to get it to start up when your computer starts, but that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get these things to automatically start when our computer starts. And the reason why is because when you have scheduled events and tasks and then you load your computer, they just kick off. Okay. They just start automatically for you and you don't even need to engage them. So take the application, copy it into your startup folder. If you're not sure how to do that, I'll post pictures and a list on how to do it. It's pretty easy. Or you can always, reach out to me in the comments or the chat, and I will show you how to do that. All right. The next thing that I want you to do is to take advantage of ChatGPT's new live transcription feature that they just rolled out. Or if you're not a ChatGPT fan, I want you to use something called Whisper Flow. The difference between Whisper Flow and ChatGPT Live Transcription is Whisper Flow goes across all of your devices and software. So you can even use it inside of things like text messages. GPT Live Transcription, I've been testing it out for the past couple days. It is excellent. Now, I am a little crazy. I have been talking to my AI tools now for a couple years, and I always thought they were pretty good, and they've gotten better, of course. But the live transcription mode, it feels like I'm talking to a real person better than a real person. And remember, like we talk about, when chats have a specific purpose, every chat has a specific purpose, or every project folder has a specific purpose, and you're talking to it, it's looking through that and it can engage with you and it knows and it understands. It can go back months and months if you set this thing up properly. So it is like talking to a person. When you're using the when you're using the live transcription, make sure you go into your voice settings and set it up. It might be set to the default of normal advanced, but set it to live. Another trick you can do is you can set it so that when your application opens, it automatically goes into talking mode. So you can just start talking through it, asking it to kick off skills for you, asking it to remind you to do things, setting up reminders, asking it, you can say, hey, once you hook it up to your email, you can say, hey, what's going on in my email? What do I need to be aware of? You can hook it up to workflows. You're talking to it like you would an assistant, and it's very, very good. The next tip I want to share with you is on how to refine your skills and your agents. So when you're first setting up skills and you're first setting up agents, yes, of course, the first couple days you're testing it. When you're testing it, you're literally sitting at the computer, watching it execute the commands, the automation, the workflow. You're watching it, you're reading the transcript of what it's doing, and you're taking notes. This is important. Keep your notebook next to you and take notes of what it's doing. When it's done, after it runs, this is what you want to say to it. You want to say, okay, now that you've completed this workflow, now that you've completed the skill, now that you've done this, have you learned anything on this run that will make the next run smoother, run faster, run with less errors, run more automated? You want to ask it that, and then you want to see, did it catch everything that you caught in your notes, or did it miss anything? If it missed anything, you tell it from your notes. But most of the time, it'll catch itself and it'll self-improve. That's the tip here. Have it self-improve itself. So it'll this, and I should have did that, or I did this. Because remember, it can control your browser and go to websites and go to forums and fill out things and download all that stuff for you. And so it's gonna identify that. And then when it does, you say, okay, now that you've identified these things that will make the process run smoother next time, I want you to update the skill so that you have those sets of instructions going forward. All right. So it'll catch the mistakes, it'll update itself, and then going forward, the next time it runs, it won't do that. Obviously, you want to check it and you want to test it. You check it and testing it by watching it run again a few times. And then when it runs, you'll notice it catches it. And if it doesn't, you just remind it. So for example, the other day, I was going back and forth with an automation tool I have. And I said that because I noticed that it didn't make any errors, but it wasn't really running as smooth as it could have. It was kind of clunky. And I asked it to self-improve, and it did. And then I said, did you update these instructions for next time in the skill? And it said, nope, you're right. I forgot to update the instructions in the skill. In other words, don't ask it to self-improve. It says it's going to self-improve, but it doesn't update the skills instructions, or it doesn't update the workflow behind the scenes so that it improves itself next time. Don't do this one time. Have it do it over and over and over again. Okay, so those are the tips. Number one, have the application put to your startup folder so it starts when your computer starts, and then things will run automatically when you have your scheduled events and tasks. Number two, in the settings in the voice mode, use live transcription. You can have it read through your email, read through documents, read through past chat history, past project history, and you can talk to it. The interaction is better than most human beings. It's real time. You can interrupt it. If you're not a fan of ChatGPT, then check out something called Whisper Flow, which will go across all your software, all your devices. And then lastly, have your skills and your agents and automation self-improve itself after it runs. You ask it, did you notice anything on this run that could be made more efficient for the next run? And when it gives you that list, then you say, okay, now what I want you to do is take this and update this as a skill so that you have these instructions and you don't make these mistakes going forward. And it'll self-improve, it'll self-correct, and it'll do that. All right, guys. If you have any questions about how to do this stuff, if you want to just talk about it, let me know. Let me know how you're using these 3 tips. Remember to hustle harder. And let's talk again soon. Happy Saturday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.